Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to more Madden football here on the Football Freak Sports Network. San Francisco gave up Game 2 with a very poor showing against the Detroit Lions at home in Levi Stadium. They need to bounce back with this game against the Houston Texans. Now the Texans are coming off losses to both the Cards and Cowboys, but remember, this is just preseason ball, so anything is possible. And also remember, it's most likely that both teams are going to be looking at backup talent, so seeing the top squads may not happen in this matchup. I know this sounds like last season, but the 49ers are in desperate need of a running game. So look for some focus to be on the backup running backs and the play of the backup O-line to open some holes for them. Let's get ready for some preseason football now as the 49ers and the Texans are set to take the field. The Texans start out the game with the ball at their own 25-yard line, and Irv Harlan brings them out, and he gets sacked the first play by Ray Armstrong for a 6-yard loss. From the shotgun formation, Harlan goes to the right and hits Miller for, a 2-yard loss. And now finally on 3rd and 18, he goes long, and it's complete to C.J. Fedorowicz. First down for the Texans out to the 45-yard line. Now the give, it's a play-action pass, and it's picked off by Ed Reynolds, and he's back inside the 45-yard line of the Texans. Reynolds says, no, you're not going to get that ball to Zach Miller, and he picks off that ball in midair and back inside Texan territory. So it's first down for Burnett and company, and he is sacked on the very first play. 2nd and 14 from just inside Texan territory, and it's picked off. Whitney Merciless, playing in the middle linebacker position tonight, picks off that one for the Texans, and it's interception for interception. So at the 49-yard line, Harlan throws, and it's almost picked off by C.O. Moore. 2nd and 10. Harlan back to pass again, and he is sacked. Ray Armstrong on the tackle. 3rd and 15 upcoming with Harlan in the shotgun, and that ball is just about picked off by Ed Reynolds again. Now from the 22, the handoff goes to Scott, and he can't get out of the backfield. And it's now 3rd and 12. Burnett in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws, and it's complete to Jeff Janis out to the 50-yard line. A first down for the Niners, and a beautifully arced pass from Burnett, and he throws long this time to Bryce Butler, and he's down, tackled at the 10-yard line. Burnett hands off to Scott, and he is down to the 6. 3rd and 4 now from just inside the 5-yard line. Burnett rolls to the left a little bit and hits Arnoldo Miller in the end zone for a touchdown. The undrafted free agent gets his first NFL touchdown. At least now San Francisco knows that he's a threat out of the backfield. So that brings the score to 7-0. San Francisco giving the ball back to the Texans out of the eye. Harlan goes back and is sacked. Pitta Tamapino getting to him for a 5-yard loss. Now from the shotgun formation, pass is long to the right side and knocked down. 8th-year man Corey White is trying to make a statement here. So now it's 3rd and 15. Harlan goes long again, and it's broken up by Rashard Robinson. So the Texans have to punt, and on 3rd and 7, Burnett goes back to pass, and it's complete over the middle to Colin Jeter. That will bring us to the end of the first quarter with your score 7-0. The 49ers are leading at home. And Burnett from the 36 goes back to pass and loses the football. It's knocked out of his hand and recovered by the Texans. And there's a booth review on this fumble. They're trying to determine whether or not his hand was going forward or not. And it looks to me like Dylan Cole just got a hand in there, knocked the football out, and it's recovered by the Texans. And that is what the call on the field is probably going to be. Let's wait for the officials, and it's official. The Texans have the ball, and they have it at the 36-yard line. Foreman gets the ball, and he's out past the 45-yard line for a first down for the Texans. Out of the I formation this time. From the 48, the ball is given to Irvin up the middle, and he makes it inside 49er territory for a 5-yard pickup. This time, the pass is almost intercepted by Ed Reynolds again, and on the deflection, Adrian Colbert had a shot at it. So now on 3rd and 5, it's complete across the middle to C.J. Fedorowicz, and it's a first down for the Texans. Harlan throws, and it's almost intercepted again, this time by Christopher Edwards. 2nd and 10. Harlan back to pass. Completes it to Will Fuller for a first down. Texans are now inside the 30-yard line at the 26. The ball is given to Griffin up the middle, and he's inside the red zone at the 19-yard line for a 7-yard pickup. The pass this time goes to Fuller again, and he has the first down at the 14-yard line. Now at the 3-yard line with the 2nd and 2, Foreman goes up the middle and has the first down. And on 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line, it's a play-action pass, and Harlan throws, and it's incomplete into the end zone. Christopher Edwards looked like he was playing hot potato there for a second, and Foreman gets tackled in the backfield. So that brings on Josh Lambo, and he puts a 24-yarder through. And that brings the score to 7-3 with just over 4 minutes left. Can the 49ers extend this lead? And Wade Ward, undrafted free agent, takes it across the 30-yard line. And Andre Hall is down and injured, holding his elbow. Let's find out what that's all about. And Ward again can't get out of the backfield, tackled for a 1-yard loss. 3rd and 5 now. Allen throws out of the backfield to Colin Jeter, and it's a first down for the 49ers. At the 37.5, Allen rolls right and throws to Jonathan Turner, and he has it inside the 45-yard line of the Texans. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. And with an update, let's go to Eurocat, baby.
The game thus far has been relatively free of injury. However, one that we need to update everyone on is that backup free safety Andre Howe suffered a nasty little bruised elbow, hitting the turf awfully hard when he tried to put a hit on Wade Ward earlier. Don't expect to see him the rest of the way because the trainers are keeping him out for the rest of this game.
I'm sure the Texans are going to be happy to hear that he's going to be all right. Back on the field with 2 minutes left to go. From the 41-yard line, Allen fakes the handoff, goes long, and there's Jeff Janis in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Rookie Austin Allen showing a whole lot more promise in this game than last, driving the field for a touchdown on his first possession of the second quarter, and Jeff Janis has an easy touchdown. A 40-yarder to cap off this possession, bringing the score to 14-3 San Francisco. Now Harlan out of the shotgun, completes it out to Jalen Strong at the 43-yard line. Trying to get a score before halftime. They hurry back to the line. And another pass upcoming, and gets hit as he throws and completes it to Ellington anyway. Down to the 11-yard line. Harlan gets that pass away just before he's plastered by rookie Chris Fry Jr., trying to make a statement on this squad. Hurrying back to the line and throwing to the end zone. It's a touchdown to Will Fuller. Oh, look at that. He beat out Ed Reynolds and made Javonte Dean look like the rookie that he is. Catching the ball right there at the goal line. Oh, my goodness. Bringing the score to 14-10. The 49ers with only a 4-point lead. Now Allen from the shotgun throws complete to Wade Ward, and he's inside Texan territory, down inside the 40-yard line. First down and 10 for the 49ers. Allen, and oh my goodness, he got sacked at the 50, a 10-yard drop back. Wow. And this time going over the middle, and it's just about intercepted. Jadeveon Clowney getting his hands on it. Now on third down. The throw, it goes harmlessly incomplete because Allen was hit on the play. So the ball goes back to the Texans, and Irvin up the middle and doesn't really get anything. That brings us to halftime with your score 14-10, the 49ers on top. So far, I would say these teams are pretty well matched. Rookie Austin Allen is having a good game, but can the 49ers activate an all but non-existent running game in the second half? Welcome back to Levi Stadium for second half coverage of the 49ers' third preseason game against the Texans. The 49ers had just 10 yards rushing in the first half and need to remedy that here in the second. Those two turnovers need to be remedied as well. And here we go in the second half, and the kick goes down to the 3-yard line. Rocco Frazier coming out and getting it past the 30-yard line. That's our first look at Rocco Frazier. He's the second-year man. Was spent last year on the practice squad, and Janis gets a first down for the 49ers. Allen with a man in motion. Ward stiff arms the man in the backfield, only gets 2 yards, but showed plenty of toughness getting those 2 yards. Allen throws behind his intended target, and the ball has to be punted back to the Texans. And Irvin gets the ball up the middle, and he gets over the 30-yard line for an 8-yard gain. And up the middle again goes Irvin. He is met at the sticks by 7th-round draft choice Matthew Thomas. Harlan back to pass, and he throws off target, and they have to punt the ball back to the 49ers. They can't do anything with it, so it's back in the hands of the Texans again. And Javonte Dean with the interception, and he's back inside the 25-yard line. Dean showing a little bit of promise at the cornerback position as well. Maybe he's going to be a dual threat at cornerback and kick return specialist. And Langham now is the quarterback, and he hands off to Miller, and he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. And on second down, the pitch goes to Miller, and he is over the 20-yard line inside the red zone at the 16 and a half. Langham throws to Robinson, complete for a first down inside the 10. Now on 2nd and goal from the 8. Miller tries to get out of the backfield, can't do it, and gets tackled at the 11. So now on 3rd and goal, Langham throws to Culberson, and he is tackled inside the 5. And being preseason, they're going for it. And Langham gets tackled in the backfield. A big sack. And I was wondering how Covington got to Langham that fast. And look at Nazarius Peterson, just absolutely was dumbfounded. Covington ran right around him. So the Texans take over, and from the I formation at the 8-yard line, Irvin gets leveled in the backfield by Corey Jefferson. And here, looking at the replay, you can see where Corey Jefferson just absolutely brushes Fedorowicz away and clobbers Irvin. 2nd down, and Harlan is almost intercepted. Rocco Fraser getting his hands on it and couldn't haul it in. 3rd and 12, and the pass goes over the middle, and it's knocked down by Matthew Thomas. So after a short punt, the ball is handled by Scott, and he is dragged down in the backfield. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter, with your score still 14-10 San Francisco. 3rd and 12 now at the 40-yard line. Ball is faked. Langham is rolling to his right and throws it completely out of bounds. That brings up a 57-yard field goal try by Robbie Gould, and it's no good, off to the right side. So the Texans take over, 1st and 10 at the 47. Irvin gets a couple of yards out of it. 2nd and 8, still in their own territory. Harlan hands off to Irvin, and he goes up the middle, and he's out in the open. 15-5, touchdown, Houston. What a slick little spin move to get around Matthew Thomas, and he goes the distance. With that 51-yard run, it puts the Houston Texans on top in this game, 17-14. And Langham hands off to Miller, and he doesn't get out of the backfield. 2nd and 13. Langham back to throw over the middle to Colin Jeter, and a first down for the 49ers out to the 40-yard line. And the handoff goes to Miller, and he's up the middle to the 46-yard line. Check that, make that the 44 for a 6-yard gain, and oh my goodness. That was almost intercepted. Langham almost threw his first interception. And Langham goes back to pass again, and Miller catches it in the flats and has a first down for the 49ers. Now in Texan territory, just outside the 43, the handoff goes to Miller, and he gets caught in the backfield again. On 2nd and 12. Out of the I formation, Langham throws into the flats, and it bounces off the back of Arnoldo Miller. Handoff is faked, and he goes over the middle, complete to Colin Jeter for a first down. 2nd and 9 now from the 28. Langham is running to his right and throws incomplete. I don't know. He looks like that was just offline, plain and simple. Langham goes back again and throws to the sideline, and San Francisco challenges that because they rule it out of bounds, but it looked like it was a catch at the sideline, and maybe not. Wow. Look at that. Just outside. He doesn't get that right foot down. And the play stands, and Robbie Gould has to come on for a 45-yard field goal and ties this ball game up. 17 apiece is the score now. a much more competitive ball game this week than last week. And the Texans give it to Irvin, and he goes up the middle for a 5-yard gain. Just over 2.5 minutes left, and they give the ball again to Irvin, and he goes up for a 6-yard gain and a first down. And that brings us to our 2-minute warning. Now for an update, let's go to Eurocat, baby.
This is quite the opposite of our last game, seeing the score tied up here at the 2-minute warning. We haven't had injuries to speak of, but with the score all knotted up and the Texans driving, the 49er bench has no one sitting on it. All attention is focused on whether the young talent of this team has what it takes to stop the Texans.
Thank you for that update, and let's find out if the 49ers can do just that. The Texans now in the 2-minute drill. 17-17 from their own 36-yard line, and Foreman gets it and is tackled by Matt Thomas in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Harlan all alone in the backfield, throws, and it's complete to Zach Miller playing outside wide receiver. 2nd and 10. Harlan back to pass, completes it to Ellington over the middle. And on 3rd down, they're in the hurry-up offense now. Can they make this a game? Harlan throws complete to Griffin inside the 40-yard line, and a first down for the Texans. Oh, and Irvin gets the ball, and he's tackled in the backfield. Out of the I formation now. 2nd and 12. Fordorowicz gets it up the middle, and he's inside the 35. Now in field goal range. 3rd and 5. Irvin. The first down inside the 25. Down to the 23. 30 seconds left to go in the game, and Irvin has it inside the red zone at the 18. 2nd and 5. And Foreman gets tackled by Tom McGrath. 3rd down conversion. 3 yards to go. McGrath makes another tackle on Irvin, but with 1 second left to go, the Texans stop the clock, and a 33-yard field goal puts them over the top, and it's 20-17. The Texans take the lead and the ball game. So the 49ers drop both of their home preseason games, and I don't know, that's gotta hurt. If we take a look at the stats for the game, the Texans had a pretty well-rounded game, although Harlan did throw 2 interceptions in the game. The Niners, on the other hand, had a great day throwing the ball and couldn't get any kind of a ground game established. 8 yards on the ground is way worse than last week's 56-yard performance, and we thought that was bad. There is a definite lack of speed in the rookie ranks at running back, but I'm not so sure that's the only issue. It didn't seem like the line was giving much of a push in this game, so the holes were far and few in between to run through. Looking at some individual stats, it looks as if rookie Austin Allen had a decent day passing the ball. At least he didn't make the drastic mistakes like last week against the Lions. He still had some accuracy issues, so that's going to need to be worked on. Although the running game was dismal at best for this game, undrafted free agent Wade Ward seemed to be able to bruise his way up the middle much better than Ted Scott. And undrafted free agent Arnoldo Miller seemed to be able to catch the ball pretty good out of the backfield. But then again, his running left a lot to be desired. In the passing game, it was Colin Jeter's day to shine, having the most impact in the middle of the field. I just wish that we could have seen more of undrafted free agents Doug Culberson and Jonathan Turner. Although they had one touch each, neither one had drops, and their catches were in impactful situations anyway. The same goes for Wade Ward out of the backfield. Only having one catch, he made the most of that opportunity. Coupled with his play last week, he's really starting to impress some of the coaches. With the pancake leaders being all receivers and not having an offensive lineman on the card until the 5th spot, that doesn't really give me a warm fuzzy about the strength of this line. Maybe that needs to be developed a little more, and let's hope it can be. Our last pick at number 28 of the 7th round, Matthew Thomas, made the most of his snaps and made it to the top of the tackle ranks, so I can't wait to see more of him in the middle of the field. Another middle linebacker that impressed me was second-year man Corey Jefferson. I just keep replaying him tossing the fullback aside and clobbering Tyler Irvin in the backfield for a loss. Both Javonte Dean and Ed Reynolds had interceptions for the defense. Reynolds almost had a second, so he may be one to watch. And Dean, although he allowed a couple of catches, he may just need a little more coaching for that, and we could see a huge improvement. His closing speed is phenomenal, so we'll have to see where that leads. The last challenge this preseason will be an away game in the new Las Vegas Stadium to face the Raiders. The Raiders have had a really bad season, starting out with losses to the Saints, Panthers, and Packers. Only issue is that they lose by a bigger margin as the preseason goes on. A good thing for the 49ers squad, but I can't figure out why. It's not like they have a bunch of injuries that are stopping them from being good. They have a really good squad that just isn't getting it done right now, and that kind of scares me for the upcoming game. Could this be the game that they come out of the shell they've been playing in? All I know is that I'm not sure that I like it. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Thank you for tuning in to our preseason coverage of the San Francisco 49er franchise on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it as well. And if you would like to be notified when there is a new one, subscribe by clicking on my icon at the end of the video. And make sure that you click on the bell for notifications as well. Hopefully the Niners will be able to establish a running game in this last preseason game, or making cuts and especially making a difference for the upcoming year. They could get dicey, to say the least. So until I see you in the new Las Vegas Stadium to face the Raiders, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.